Hi, it's Lindsay from Scots Law Talks, and I thought today we would do something a little bit different. So we've been doing the Scots Law in under 60 seconds, and that's been great fun, and I'm going to do more of them. But for today, I thought I would do a bit of a deeper dive looking at one offence in particular. And today, I thought we'd have a look at murder. If that doesn't sound like it's for you, scroll on past. So let's now talk murder. Murder is a common law offence in Scotland, and what we're looking for is a specific guilty act and a specific guilty mind. So actus reus or mens rea. Now, at this point, if you're thinking, I don't know what she's talking about, we do have another video which covers criminal responsibility, so be sure to watch that one first. What do we need for criminal responsibility for murder? Well, first off, let's look at the guilty act together. We need any willful act causing the destruction of life. So, as you can see, this is quite a broad guilty act. And unfortunately, that's because there's many ways to take a life. So, a broad guilty act. But the mens rea, the guilty mind, is where things get interesting for murder. There's two potential options. The first one is that they have carried out this willful act with a wicked intention to kill, or they have displayed a wicked recklessness as to whether their victim lives or dies. So let's talk about wicked intention first. Now, with wicked intention, we're looking for the accused to have acted deliberately to bring about this end result. And of course, the end result is the death of their victim. Now, we don't want to confuse this with premeditation. The focus is on, have they demonstrated or does their conduct show they have acted with a wicked intent? The other option is this wicked recklessness. Now, for this, the accused has decided to act in a way that could bring about the death of someone, and they have behaved in a way that's so cold, so callous, that it's clear that they did not care whether their victim lived or died. Now, if you are found guilty of murder in Scotland, there is only one sentence that you can be given, and that is a mandatory life sentence. Life sentences are quite interesting and they can be quite misunderstood. The reason it's called a life sentence is because for this person who's been convicted, they will have terms and conditions they have to adhere to for the rest of their life. So how it works is the judge would say, you are going to be given a mandatory life sentence. That is the only option that I can pass today. And the bit that's kind of up is flexible, you would say, is the punishment part. Because the judge then has to decide how many years they must spend in prison before they can be considered for parole. Now, that doesn't mean they get to, say they get 16 years off by, I'm out, I'll pack my bags. What that means is they must serve 16 years in prison before they can then be considered by parole. They've still got to pass the parole board's assessment as to how much of a risk they pose to the community. And let's say that they are granted parole, whether that's on the first, the second, the third, or the fourth hearing, they will still have terms and conditions. This is called being on license, that they will have to adhere to for the rest of their lives. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you again for the next one.